Assalamu alaikum and welcome to my channel. Today we are talking about database management system, and we will be discussing the most important MCQs, not just the MCQs, but the concepts that are outpouring from these MCQs. And I will try to teach you all of these important concepts so that after watching this video, you will be able to solve these sort of MCQs if encountered in competitive exams, or if you are appearing in any kind of interview and job related test. So the first question is, in the database management system, which of the following is true about two-phase locking? So we need to know that what is two-phase locking. This is important because it is the first concept we are encountering in these MCQs. So two-phase locking is basically it is a concept of concurrency control in database management system, and by doing so, basically you try to try to control the concurrency. What happens in two-phase locking is at the first phase, which is of expanding phase. In this phase, these sort of processes are assigns the keys. They are keys. They are going to get into the the procedure, write or read or both. But in the second lock, which is of shrinking lock, they try to commit and they try to release these locks. So this is two-phase locking, and what it does is it ensures conflict, and it allows for deadlocks, and it is used to improve system performance. So all of these MCQs are related to two-phase locking. So the concept of two-phase locking is basically that ensures all three above options. So basically it is a function of two-phase locking. So try to remember this. And in the second question, this is very famous acronym in database management system, which is ACID. What it states is atomicity, consistency, isolation, and durability. This is a very, very important concept. So atomicity mean like a undivisible data, unique data. Transactions are all or nothing, like whether it happens or not. Like it is a concept that relates to the Boolean concept we study in the digital electronics or like programming. So the second concept, which is consistency, that says that all the transactions must lead to a valid state. It should not lead to an invalid state or embarrassment state. So the third concept is isolation, which says that all these transactions are executed independently. Like no two transactions are attacking each other or mixing each other. No, if it happens so the concept of isolation, which is the basic characteristics of database management system, will fail. So and the fourth characteristic is durability, that says the effects of completed transactions are permanent. Like if you try to retrieve data for the first time, and for the second time, for the third time, for the fourth time, all these outputs are the same. They are durable, they are trustable, they are reliable. So these sort of characteristics should be there when you are designing a database or managing a database management system. In the context, third question is, in the context of database design, normalization is primarily used in. This is very, very important concept. guys, normalization, almost every exam which has the part of database management system contain the concept of normalization. The examiner likes to ask this concept from aspirants, students, or whatever the audience is. So basically, the important normalization part, we need to understand our first normal form and the second normal form and the third normal form. These three normal forms are basically very, very important to understand. And what it does is reduce data redundancy and improve data integrity. So how this achieve is these three normal forms, which are very important. So what happens in first normal form is the concept of atomicity should be there in first normal form. Like for example, you have a table in which there are three columns. First is ID, second is student name, and third is the courses they are having in this semester or a year, whatever the system is. So if there is written that student ID is 1 and name is anything, and in the courses section, if there are more than one courses are written, so the concept of atomicity will not be followed there. So how would we achieve this first normal form is we will make a separate our rows, our columns should contain a unique a single value of so in the second normal form, what second normal form does is it ensures that all non-key attributes are fully dependent on the primary key. Like after achieving the first normal form, we don't have this concept basically, because when we try to atomicize the columns, we try to make sure that the courses column has only one course at a time. So what happens is in our ID column we have multiple such columns where we have for example, Hasib has enrolled in 3 courses. So ID of Hasib is 1. So when we try to write the courses in front of his name, we write 1 1 1 in the in the ID column. So this creates this creates disturbance. So how we remove this disturbance in second normal form is we try to make full dependency of these non-key attributes to the primary key. Like we will have primary key 1 2 3 4 5. They will be they will behave like a primary key. So all the other concepts will be. So we try to create separate tables to ensure this. Like we will break this table into 2 tables. In one table we will have ID and their student's name, and in the second table we will have ID and the courses they are enrolling in. So at the third normal form, which says that there should be no transitive dependencies, like what happens in, and it should be in second normal form, and there should be no transitive dependency. For example, we have in example, we have ID, name of any student, and the school and the college and university they belong to, and the address of, for example, universities. So transitive dependency says when there are two non-key attributes which are dependent on each other, this creates transitive dependency. We have to remove this in third normal form. And there have been multiple times when we see this sort of MCQs come in the exam, which says that in which normal form we remove transitive dependencies. So try to remember this. So what we do with the table is we try to break this table in two ways such that this transitive dependency will be eliminated. Like the example I have told you, in that example we will make ID, name and school in one table, and the school name and the school address in the second table, so that the concept of primary key will be changed in both table, and that transitive dependency will be eliminated, because in the second table the school name will be primary key for the school address. So this is how you achieve first, second and third normal form. Another question is which of the following is not the characteristics of NoSQL database? So schema flexibility is the basic characteristic of NoSQL. It ensures ACID properties, because without ACID properties you can't have a good database design system. Horizontal scaling and use of SQL for data manipulation. So guys, horizontal scaling. No SQL database are on the concept of horizontal scaling, and SQL databases are on the concept of vertical scaling. This is very important for MCQ's point of view. Use of SQL for data manipulation, no. This happens in the SQL database, not in the NoSQL database. So like for example MongoDB, which is a prime example of NoSQL database. So in the next question, the CAP theorem in distributed database system states that it is impossible to achieve simultaneously. What it state is, CAP state is consistency, availability and partition tolerance. And what does this theorem say? This says that we can't achieve these three properties at a time in any sort of distributed data system. So what is distributed database system? It is such form of database system which are like in real life located in various locations, various geographical locations. So that sort of database systems are distributed database system. And the next question is, which type of index in the database is created on multiple columns? That is composite index. This is very famous question, that the composite indexes, and which is type of index in which indexing is done on multiple column. Its key is composed of more than one attribute of a table. So again, this MCQ is about to memorize. So in the next question, in the context of database management system, dirty read refers to, it is a constraint basically. So what happens is during the dirty read, we try to read a data which is already being read by someone else. So this creates the concept, the constraint of dirty read in the database management system. So it explains that a dirty read occurs when a transaction reads data that has been modified by other or yet not committed. So this basically leads to inconsistency. That's why we try to try to avoid dirty read in the database management system. So in the next question, which SQL class is used to remove duplicates from result set of select query? So here are two concepts you need to understand in this MCQ. It is a concept of use of unique and other is distinct. The right answer is distinct, and I will tell you why. The distinct, basically both concepts are used to remove duplicates, but unique, in the unique we do not use select query. This is very important, and unique is done on column while distinct is done on the rows. These two concepts are very important to remember. Another MCQ which is very important but very easy, tuple. Tuple is equivalent to, and it is the second name of row in database management system. So the question is, the process of converting a poorly structured database into two or more well-structured database to minimize insertion, deletion, and update anomalies is known as normalization. All these first normal form, second normal form, third normal form, all these normal forms are done to achieve these characteristics of data. Like if you want more well-structured data, to minimize insertion, deletion, and update anomalies, we done normalization in the database management system. So this is the important concept basically, and we will stop there with these concepts, and I hope you will have no question regarding these concepts. And if you have a question, please write in the comment section so that I can answer your questions in the comments. Thank you so much, guys.